welcome back. This is part 2 of Shmoo's playing the, I guess this is a demo of The Wolf is Dead.
Yeah, so The Wolf is Dead. So what we know so far is that we're investigating the murder of Alexander Wolf.
With 2 F's. It's just a coincidence that he happens to be a wolf.
Yeah. He's a movie star and ex-con, apparently, and he was murdered at a screening party for his new movie
Called Meat.
That's coming out soon, and the party's at the home of an alleged mafia boss named Heinrich.
Who's a pig.
Yes.
Now there's all sorts of other drama going on. For instance, there's a woman named Ellen. Her back hurts. So, she takes some medicine. Drama.
There's some drama with the script being sold or leaked, or...
The script was leaked, but then the email was accidentally sent about it to everyone. So then a couple of people are sort of conspiratorially like, ooh, what's that about? Some people think that Alexander Wolf deliberately is trying to sabotage the success of the film. What is it? The director can't stand one of the actors and much prefers the other actor. There's a lot going on in a demo.
Yeah.
And the implication, I think, of the way that this was framed is that this is kind of us interviewing Heinrich the pig. And when we're making a guess, the way I'm interpreting this is that we're actually kind of saying, hey, Heinrich, wasn't so-and-so, arguing in this or that room? And then he's kind of filling in the story of, oh yeah, at that time, this is what was happening. That's the only kind of way I can frame the game mechanic in terms of the world.
Right, because we're viewing the world, we're viewing what's in it in present day, and then we're also putting together a story and viewing scenes. And when we started, it said Heinrich's lie. So I guess that means that what we're seeing right now is through Heinrich's perspective, and piecing together the story through his perspective, and we know it's a lie, so I'm kind of interested in that. And then also there's all those interviews, and the rest are locked because it's a demo, so I guess the full game would be maybe you go through all of everyone's
version of what happened that night, which, I mean, if the developer can pull it off in an interesting way, sounds actually really cool, as long as it's not, really redundant, right? Like, if a lot of the events match up between the different stories and you just have to, re-unlock them through the same questioning.
Or maybe things would only pop up if they were different.
Yeah, but I mean,
they would just pop up redundantly. So I'm really interested in seeing what the full game is like.
Yeah. I mean, as it seems right now, I feel like we're 70% of the way through figuring out who the murderer is.
I have no idea who the murderer is. I have no guesses.
Well, we know that Chicken Boo has hid a knife in the pizza box, but the knife is still there at the end of the day, right? The screwdriver goes missing from the ladder, right, from next to the ladder where Heinrich was fixing a light. There are pills in a trash can, so, perhaps he was poisoned and then stabbed.
There's a gun.
There's a gun, which, is in an open compartment all night, according to the version of events we're seeing.
Oh.
Or maybe he just spontaneously combusted, as wolves do.
Maybe, but his body's still there. So,
there's also the weird flashbacky things that happen sometimes.
Oh, yeah, so there's some weird jump scare warp parts where you approach an area, so far the game table and the movie posters, where everything looks really nice and normal, but we're seeing actually kind of a destroyed version of it and some creepy music. So I guess that means it was altered at some point, but I don't know if there's a supernatural element. It's something a little odd.
If it's trying to tell us to poke through the lies somehow.
Right, or maybe it's maybe it's supposed to be our spidey sense, we're getting a feeling hey, this game table looks too neat, something happened here. Right,
this was knocked over earlier in the night. There was an altercation here. Somebody smashed these movie posters. There was a lot more that happened here than this Heinrich fellow was letting on.
Or maybe it's an artifact that is maybe from different versions you're supposed to put together. Maybe we didn't get his. Maybe in the demo his story wouldn't be first. I don't know. I'm interested in that. I mean, the full game.
Or maybe in the full game, like, you know, there's, you know, the 9 stories of the 9 people in the house, and then there's the final story, which is what really happened.
I don't know. So we were a little bit stuck, or I felt stuck, or I could have been falling asleep.
It's possible.
But one thing we realized offline is we never went upstairs, because in the tutorial it said you couldn't go upstairs, and I think we just forgot upstairs existed.
The Fox guy, who is your like senior detective person, basically just says, like, don't go up there. There's nothing there.
Yeah. So we want to see if there actually is anything upstairs now.
Yeah. There may not be because it's a demo, but let's just give that a shot, because there are some rooms that are definitely like on the map, but they're cut off. Right, like the doors are closed. We can't get there.
Right. And is that archive hallway, which is?
Well, no, the archive hallway was just the stairs on the outside of the house.
Map, though, so I was a little confused by that.
No, it's like the security room and like.
Oh, so let's start out then, if you don't mind starting the game. We'll start out by looking at the personal timeline. So the developer told us.
Oh yeah. So
last time we were confused about whether how to know if there's something actually missing in a timeline, and how to know where each person was, and apparently there is actually a way to see each person's movements.
I forgot how creepy and noir-y this is. All right, so first things first.
I don't know what dialogue available means. Does that mean we popped up something new?
I don't know. Let's jump right back to what we were talking about. So we spoke. My lovely counterpart here spoke to the developer, and on the back of watching us play the game, the developer did want to let us know about a slightly undocumented feature, which is that when you go to the timeline here, and if you pop up here to this arrow, you actually get another kind of like view of what's happened. So here we have
that's a little
like
wrong,
everybody's individual timeline, right? Here's Alexander's timeline, so we don't know.
Oh, I see.
What he did between 6 o'clock and the film.
Yeah, we don't know where he was during the making of drinks.
And now we know there's a scene between the film and when dinner came at 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So we had said, oh well, the movie, right? That was 2 hours, whatever. But no, there's actually a scene with him here at probably at 8:50, that we haven't discovered yet. And there's a scene after the murder as well that apparently. We haven't discovered, even though what's weird is the tutorial was all the after the murder stuff. I kind of feel like it would make more sense to me if all that was still here, right? Like that would feel more comfortable. But yeah, I wonder if the developer will let us know if like if like the framing of the game is also like what I said, because it's to me like. There's like a meta thing going on here where like this is the game. This screen right here is the game. I submit something and it tells me whether or not I'm right. This is probably like really easily cheesable because there's doesn't seem to be any penalty for guessing wrong. So I could probably just say, okay, like I know I'm missing a scene at 8:50. Alexander was probably on at the fire pit because he was eating dinner there, 10 minutes.
But there are a lot of actions. I think it would be hard to
I could
cheese it all.
Probably like,
Okay, but let's
so here he was cheating at the fire pit, right? So before we get started, we are just going to take a quick break for a quick technical fix. Be right back. Thanks for bearing with us. We're back. And we are once again about to talk about the game. We're going to actually play the game, I promise. But I was saying that... so yeah, this screen here is the game, right? What does this mean in the game world?
I don't know, it's called a mirror submission.
Right, and then you go through the mirror and like to return from these scenes. Like, is that a thing your character is like literally experiencing, or is it a metaphor for the story that you're uncovering?
Right.
Like, is this guess like actually me saying, "Hey, Heinrich, I know this happened. I've reasoned it out," and then he's like, "Oh yeah, like this is what I think it was."
Or is mirror going to turn out to be like an acronym for like either like
Is it like
AI
technology?
Yeah.
It's the Chat GPT Arrestatron 3000.
Yes. Exactly. I don't know, so I'm really anxious to see the whole game eventually and put this together and figure it out. But so far I'm having a lot of fun.
I think what's going to happen is we're going to reach the end of this chapter and then we're going to be like, more!
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, where were we? We were feeling a little bit stuck, right? So she was blowing off steam, smoking a cigarette at this time. I had a thought when we were offline. I wanted to take another look at the pizza order. All right, so we know that Heinrich ordered the pizza. Mm-hmm. He took down everyone's order at some point, and Carol the chicken, it looks like she intentionally ordered buffalo chicken. Mm-hmm. And then got mad about it.
Well, let's look at the pizza menu, because they do give us a pizza menu. So maybe
there's something that like
is close to it, and she made a mistake. No.
Like, I mean, no, it looks like
no buffalo pizza.
Buffalo mozzarella. Wait, nobody ordered the Cluckin' Good. Wait.
Unless Heinrich did.
But was Heinrich?
No, we figured out what he ate. He did the hot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, Heinrich did order chicken.
He did. We had figured out what he ate.
He has to have. He must have. All right. So and we are okay. So it wasn't buffalo chicken. It was buffalo mozzarella. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that makes me feel better because that was nagging in my brain. Like, did she purposefully order buffalo chicken on her pizza and then flip out about it? Okay. So eating dinner outside, dinner inside. Heinrich was eating in the music room, according to him. So let's go back to our actual surroundings and see if we can find Heinrich's pizza.
Oh, let's put our gameplay timer back on.
Oh, whoop. I mean, oh no, we'll never get world record now. Okay. So.
Well, I think we shouldn't get too hung up on this is Heinrich's story. Let's figure out the truth because we're not gonna
Yeah.
Right now we're solving his story.
Yeah, we're not gonna get the truth.
Do you want to see if we can even go up the stairs?
Oh yeah, let's see if we can go up the stairs now.
See if we even can.
Yeah, because we were saying
just so we can solve
the
that.
fox told us not to during the tutorial, but there's nothing upstairs. Keep focused. So he's still saying that.
But we can still walk around. Maybe we can get a better view of that fire pit situation. But you'd have to be within the scene, though. I don't know. I would say it's here for a reason. Maybe it's
made for the other chapters.
Well, something just popped up. Something
just. Wait, where?
There was a dialogue. I will consider putting you on my wish list.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stare wistfully at the moon. If only the full game had been released already.
Okay. Alright, so at least we satisfied that. Upstairs is not.
Okay, upstairs is not the answer.
So there's something we're missing.
Yes. So did we find everything interactable? We found that. Oh wait, is this the same knife that was in the pizza box?
Let me see it. No, the knife that was in the pizza box was like a cleaver.
Was
I don't think so.
It's a bread knife.
What was this? Did we discover this already? What is that? This is like a beer can and... Oh, a receipt. But why? Who cares?
1 painted black, 4 cheese, 3 all the veg, 4 buffalo, 1 Hawaii, 2 American hot, and 1 Cluckin' Good. That's
Pizza.
way more pizzas.
Right.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 3 more pizzas than were actually on the list.
Mm-hmm. There was something weird about his call. His call was like...
Oh, no, because he was also ordering for the next day.
Yeah,
Because he has a press event coming the following day.
Right. There's a Cluckin' Good on that list.
There is a Cluckin' Good, so he ordered a Cluckin' Good.
Okay, so...
2 American hots, I remember that. The Hawaii, there were 2 buffaloes.
I'm not sure, what's the relevance of this, though? I'm just curious. I mean, we will find out.
I mean...
Give us the date. 12/10/22.
The time of the order. He ordered at 5:30.
We knew that from the timeline.
Did we? Wait.
He ordered well before the film. He ordered before...
Wait,
check it out.
hold on.
Let's check it out.
Ordering dinner.
6:38. Huh.
Oh. So he didn't order at 6:30. He ordered at 5:30.
Oh, so do you think... So I'm either that's a mistake or that's just... Is that it's an evidence of him lying?
Calling the restaurant.
Okay. It's telling us that we already got that.
But...
I don't think we're going to catch him in his lie. I don't think that's the purpose of this.
I'm so confused.
It could also be a total mistake. Because 5 something... See, all this... The first thing... Crap job, preparations, monologue, etc. That all happens at 6.
Well, okay. Well, let's just... We can get a sense if we're on the right path or if it's a mistake by looking at his timeline. It doesn't look like there's anything above there in his timeline.
Right.
So... The game is telling us we have his whole timeline.
Yeah. And so I don't think...
Except for after the murder.
I think we have to accept that for now.
Yeah.
The pizza, that discrepancy is either a mistake or
like...
It's a hint to us that later...
That later we're going to find out that's not really
right,
true.
like, oh, he was lying.
Okay. So, she was blowing off steam in the hallway. Let's jump back to this scene. Maybe we can... Alright, so...
Why would he order for tomorrow, though? You sure he's not you sure he's ordering for tomorrow and not just saying that he will order tomorrow? I don't know how relevant that is, but I'm not sold that he was...
I don't know. Hate. Let's do spillage instead. It didn't look like I was going to get a good view there anyway.
What are you trying to do?
I want to take another look in the hallway at what's going on with our smoker. Oh wait, this is in the basement though. The smoker is upstairs.
Yep.
Well, who's still missing?
I have to check the thing. Alexander's missing. I'm pretty sure. And Carol. Oh, there's Carol. Cat is missing.
So we know what 6 people are doing. So there are 4 people unaccounted for at 6:30.
We're missing Alexander. We're missing the cat.
We're missing Oscar. We're missing Rasputin. Yeah, it's 4 people. Oscar, Rasputin, Alexander, and
Peter. I don't know what the cat's name is.
Yeah, I think the cat is Peter.
The adult ones just throw me off. I'm just like cat, chicken.
Yeah, this Chicken Boo. AKA Carol Spinney, AKA Big Bird.
The little bird.
The biggest bird.
The littlest bird.
Carol the man.
Yeah.
The male bird. Check out that waddle.
There you go. Okay.
I feel like this is telling us something. So
it's just viewing us into the screen.
Maybe it's like process of elimination. Like we can see all these rooms. So I know no one else was down here in the basement.
Right. It doesn't look like there's anybody else in the screening room yet.
Yeah, no one's in the screening room yet. No one seems to be in the art gallery.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was thinking it might be something like that. But then with the upstairs, that would be first aids.
Yeah, something. First aid, something. Okay.
Yeah, but then with the upstairs closed off, I was like, well, maybe that's not true. But yeah, maybe if we can assume that like no one's on the second floor right now at all.
No, yeah, second floor is
then
out of play.
So then we probably can.
This is off-putting.
Why is that off-putting?
The text, like.
Oh, the backwards.
The text seems to be like an object in the world with an orientation, rather than like something that pops in and out of existence.
Right.
Like it becomes visible and invisible, and it just stays in its orientation. It doesn't follow us.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we ever look at this?
Here. Probably tell what kind of pizza that is.
Oh, it's the 3 extra ones. They're all the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's 3 extras. 2 buffaloes and a something, right?
Okay, so nobody ate those extra pizzas, so it's not that there's like other people hiding in the house or something.
Right. He ordered 3 more pizzas than.
Right. What was in that trash can?
a soda can
It's the same
and the
trash.
receipt.
Same one we just looked at.
Right,
Apologies.
like, and this again correlates, right? We know he ate the clucking good. We know that the Hawaii, the 2 American hots, the 4 cheese, the painted black,
There's somebody hadn't all the veg.
and one of the all the veggies at least is accounted for. We know 2 of the buffaloes were accounted for. Like like
I'm curious about what this is telling us.
it's. I mean, there were 10 people and he ordered 13 pizzas.
Okay.
I don't know why that's important.
Yes, I'm saying I don't know yet. We can come back to this though.
That is definitely like not the time that we are led to believe that he ordered though.
Right.
Unless Cool Incas is on the other side of like.
Like I said, timeline. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think we're thinking too much.
They're on the border.
Oh,
of
I was thinking it was December, but it's probably October because
Europe.
Yes. Another thing that really doesn't matter.
Yeah, probably something. Just as a note for the developer that like this date format is confusing for Americans.
For us dumb Americans.
Yeah, we Americans can't understand it when you put the date
Well, or
first.
is this supposed to be Red? Where's Redbridge? And what is the? I don't know.
That is. Oh, or is that a Canadian zip code? It looks Canadian-ish.
I have no idea.
Or maybe it's British.
Well, I'm just looking because it looks like what's the currency here?
Dollarinos?
Simoleons.
Poke Skrill?
Yeah. Okay. 212 simoleons. Okay. Okay, we spent way too much time thinking about this.
212
right now.
fiats. Yes. Oh, wait, what's this?
An empty.
No, we looked at this already.
Yeah.
Kruger's secret lover. Cigarettes? Hey.
Okay, so it might be likely that Oscar was on smoking with her.
Yes, maybe Oscar's smoking with her. I mean...
We can try. I think that is.
That's less of a guess than...
No, I think that's a valid guess.
And it's on the same magazine where she appears.
Yeah, I do not think that that's too big of a leap. I think that's fair. I don't like making cheaty guesses, but I think that's a fair inference. Ooh, yay, a new scene.
Yes. Look, I get that it plays well in the marketing, but do we really want the focus to be on, there's no pleasant way to say it, a murderer? Of course, that's what the film is about, but without the cinematic context, shouldn't we think of the children? Who do we want them to idolize? We should focus on the creative core, the director, the cameraman.
Didn't we see Think of the Children show up somewhere else?
Yeah, he planned this conversation out. He had notes.
That's right.
Like this was
Can we read? Okay, after this conversation, let's see if we can read that note.
Yeah. He was planning this. The actors.
Oscar.
Right.
And when we get out of this, let's see if we can read that note. That was one thing. See if it's in our inventory. So.
Okay, so at 6:30, no one is in the living room. Heinrich is ordering in the kitchen. We knew that already, despite the discrepancy in the.
No, wait, that's not Alex. That's Alex.
Is that Alex?
Yeah, we got confused before. We were like, oh, how's Heinrich in 2 places? That's Alex in the red shirt.
No, that's
Heinrich has a white shirt. That's Alex, isn't it?
Is it? What room is that? Or is that the music room? Oh, that is.
I don't know what. That's the 2 people.
That's
we're
Alex
missing.
and the cat in the music room.
Yeah. Okay, so now we know where Alex and the cat are. I know he's looking at something.
Okay.
I wish you could zoom in more. I guess maybe that's the point. You're supposed to guess a little bit, but I have a hard time. Okay, let's just look at their little. Can we just look at the 2 of them for another moment, just to? Okay, so they're
Smoking.
He's got. What has he got in his hand?
A Zippo lighter.
Oh, okay. So he's got a lighter. She's got. There's. I think.
There's the white drink he spills on the stairs later.
Okay.
Gross.
I think we came across an ashtray at some point.
Yeah, well, that's
Was
how we
it
knew.
here?
This I don't know if it was here, but that it was in this hallway, which is how we guessed that she was smoking. Because we actually the one piece of information that was useful that we got from interviewing Piggy McPiggerson was that like she smokes.
Yeah, he didn't like.
Because he was like, oh, like, you know, she's great. Like, yeah, she gets frustrated, but she'll take a smoke break and come right back. But this other one,
Can we see there's something in Alexander T. Wolf's hand? Is there anything we can like?
It looks like it's some kind of a book, maybe, or maybe a record.
It's small.
I don't know. I'm gonna eat a cookie now. It's gonna make a horrible crunching noise into the microphone.
Okay. All right. So we know Alexander T. Wolf and Kitty Cat were in.
The music room.
Is that the music room with the?
That is the music room. See the records?
Kind of. Looks like there's also like a bar set up, which I don't remember there being.
I think it's the music room. Well, okay.
We can look at the map.
This is the living room.
Mm-hmm.
This is the hallway.
That's
Wait, no, that's the music room.
That's what I'm saying. I think that was the kitchen. Based on the layout of the house, I think that's the kitchen.
But wasn't Heinrich in the kitchen ordering the pizza?
No, he ordered the kitchen in the entryway.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. He was by the poster.
He ordered the kitchen.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Alright, so we can pop out of this.
Alright.
So the Alexander and Kitty Cat Man were in the kitchen.
Okay. See, I feel like... See, it's one of those things where, like, it's a fine balance, because if I hadn't, like, stumbled back onto this magazine...
We saw it earlier, though.
We saw it earlier, and, like, we, like, didn't spend a lot of time thinking about it.
Right. Well, I didn't think it would become, like, that relevant, but that's part of the game. Part of the game is, okay, you're stuck, let's go back looking through evidence.
Right. I'm just wondering if, like, would it be...
See, that magazine is in pounds.
Yeah. Would it be reasonable for, like, there to be more than one way to have gotten to that conclusion beside the way we found? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, like, because you're another way you could... I think that's enough.
I mean, it is enough, but I like in terms of, like, tuning the difficulty of the...
That legitimately scares the shit out of me. That was a major jump scare. The music is the worst.
Damn it, game.
Can we see it again?
Damn you, game.
Oh my god. I wonder if those happen, because this is the first time we've seen this particular one. I wonder if it was just that was the only time we got to a place where you could see it, or if it's like...
It was the first time I might have walked close enough to this lamp.
Or is it like clocked to, like, is it scripted in some way? Like, oh, you figured out X amount, now we're gonna...
Oh, damn you, game.
See, now I can't replicate it.
Yeah. Vegetarian pizza and buffalo here.
Yeah, so we just figured who was in the room. We did that. I think we have that whole eating thing solved.
All the veg next to painkillers in a wine glass. Right, we decided... we already said the painkillers are not here. So we were here. Like, we know we were here because we said, oh, painkillers are not actually here. And that scene didn't pop. Maybe because I didn't walk close enough to the lamp, or maybe because we didn't have enough scenes discovered.
Right, but I was like, I couldn't really catch what that was. Because you jumped about a mile.
That got me. That really got me.
I couldn't actually see it. And I want to see it.
Like, I appreciate the ambiance. Like, artistically, I respect... Artistically, I respect what just happened. 100%. But, like... I'm not playing Five Nights at Freddy's right now.
Well, what's funny is the developer that I've been speaking to said that he can't handle horror at all.
Yeah, I don't...
This feels like a little bit of a horror element to it.
I don't mind genre bending, and I like the conceit of, like, what's going on there. Like, I'm interested in what the explanation is going to be, but, like, the jump scare itself is...
Yeah, it's a little freaky. It's a little off-putting. Okay.
It, like, literally just gave me a shiver thinking about it again. I am uncomfortable. Okay, let's not dwell on that
Should
anymore.
we follow our thread that we had Alex...
what thread? I got the bejesus scared out of me. Okay,
actually,
so...
let's go look at Oscar. Let's see if we can see Oscar's notes.
Oh, yeah, you wanted to double-check Oscar's notes.
Yeah, just see if there's anything else to be gleaned from it.
Something we can examine.
I don't know if it is, but I was assuming that we possibly could. Or maybe because we didn't find it, we can't.
No, I examined it. I'm pretty sure.
No,
This one?
Yeah, maybe. There we go. I thought you had just zoomed in on it.
Think of the children.
Cancelled. Creative art emphasizes Oscar Kruger Renaissance man. He's not too full of himself. That's a cigarette burn mark at the top. So there's another...
there we go. There's our second clue that he's a smoker.
Okay, you feel better now?
I feel, worse now because I missed two different ways we were supposed to get that.
Well, I don't think we pulled this up like this before. You had just zoomed in on it.
Yeah. Well, I think we discovered this mechanic later.
I think we had, but we just didn't get to it.
All right.
But that's okay. It was smart. What's the smartphone? That can't be examined. It's only the...
I'm curious, like why we're getting automatic check marks on some of these.
Right. Where are the ones that have checks?
Like here.
Maybe because you figured out everything you could figure out from it.
But this check mark was on it before that last bit we did.
Maybe because we figured out that what's-her-name was a smoker, and that's what you're supposed to get from it. Not that Oscar was a smoker.
But you're not... Are you supposed to get that she's a smoker from that?
No, I guess not.
No, you get... I don't know how you're supposed to get that she's a smoker except from the interview. Like, we actually haven't found any non-interview evidence of her being a smoker.
I don't remember now, but I believe you.
Not that I can think of.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I'm curious about that. I would like to know what that mechanic is.
Yeah. Okay. So we're
do
gonna.
you have a favor? What are the numbers on each room? Is that the
That's
number?
how many pieces of evidence you've got
found
there.
Okay, that's what I thought it might be, but I wasn't sure.
That's so you know where to click. See, like, here are some rooms that we cannot go into, right?
Yeah.
The library, the security room, the wine cellar.
I bet the security room has interesting stuff when you get to it.
Yeah. And then upstairs we have a master bedroom, a spare bedroom, and then a mystery door at the top of the stairs. Buy the full version of the game, please. Dun dun dun. Okay.
So let's go back.
We have to make a guess now. I want to make a guess.
About Alexander and DJ Cat.
Yeah. So,
They're definitely in the kitchen.
Yeah, hold on. Kitchen. So Alexander in the kitchen with the rope.
With the it looks like a cell phone.
He's inspecting something.
I thought it might be his cell phone.
It looked kind of like a record. Or
you just have that in your mind because you.
Because I thought it was the music room.
Could it have been a playing card? Could they have been playing cards in that room?
He was looking at something.
He was looking at something in his hand that was like colorful. I don't know. To me, like, if I had to guess, it looked like a cell phone, but maybe it was a little bigger.
I tried.
Yeah, talking is a little.
Hey, okay.
All right, I'll allow it. Changing words.
I feel like talking. You have to say who they were talking with. I think it's too easy to cheese that. Like, if I said, like,
So you're saying you shouldn't have gotten this one?
Well, no, I would have said Peter is talking to Alexander.
Right.
Right, like, and that would have been correct. But, like, I feel like it makes it too easy to cheese the game when you don't have a target for the talking verb. Because, like, a lot of this
Alexander talking didn't work, so.
And I'm sure he talked.
Right, so I'm interested in that, too.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
He's looking at something, he's reading something, so I know he's there.
Person.
Alexander.
Was there anything left on the counter that he would have been looking at? Was there anything on that counter? Could he have been looking at a magazine, maybe?
Inspecting. Oh, maybe it was a magazine. Yeah, it kind of looked like a magazine. It was like rectangular.
It was rectangular, and like I don't know if it was actually colorful, but it looked like something.
Art object. I don't see magazine.
That's odd because there's so many magazines in this game.
On.
The script? No, I don't.
Here. Was it? It wasn't a movie poster. It was too small, right?
Yeah.
Was he inspecting Carol?
Should we? Carol wasn't with them. Let's go in the kitchen in the present day, and look at the spot where he's sitting and see if there's anything left behind.
Well, I think the magazine, Elle's magazine.
But it wasn't in that exact. Was it in that spot?
I think it was. That's the one I'm thinking.
I don't think that was in that spot. It was. They were like by the. They were like by the counter, by the island. That thing was on.
Maybe inspecting is wrong. Maybe there is a magazine
right.
that do this.
There you go, magazine. Yeah, inspecting was. I was gonna say I thought inspecting might be a little too like specific.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Like.
Okay, we got Rasputin as well.
Yeah, speared by a beast is not the same as stabbed by a beast.
Oh, interesting.
I'm sorry.
I gotta get an extra pizza. You want in? They got a pork one. The pig is too much. No luck. They got chicken though. Invest in a chicken pizza. Fuck yeah. See if it comes with stupid trousers.
Wait, what?
I like Peter. I think he's making fun of the chicken's trousers.
Oh, I get it.
They're making fun of Carol. Okay, so here's him eating. Here's him with his bread.
A delicious charcuterie board.
Yeah, Rasputin's got some cheese and bread.
Okay. Like,
this
is exactly the magazine we just looked at.
Yes, yeah.
That's why I
just
figured.
Confused with what angle we were looking at the kitchen. So
I did a thing.
I'm the one who said it was a magazine, but okay. Sure.
But you were like, oh, what was in the kitchen? I said, well, just a magazine.
Okay, so
look, this is being recorded. I have evidence.
Okay, so he's reading a magazine. What are we supposed to get from this?
This might just be like completing the timeline. Like, timeline complete.
Are we missing anybody else in this?
No,
Was it just the three, or were we missing a fourth person? Or was
we are missing a fourth person. Who was missing?
Or was our fourth person...
The chicken is missing.
Is the chicken? Ooh, someone's over there. Hold on. Oh, that's the two people smoking.
Yeah.
No, but isn't this one they're bandaging the guy's wound? The chicken is there.
Is he?
Why don't we back out and check
on.
the timeline?
We don't have to back out to do that.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, no, the time slot's
Got it.
solved.
Okay, so we just had to solve the timeline. All right.
All right.
So
wait a minute. Why did all our check marks disappear from the other timelines?
Oh, no.
Bugs!
Oh, that stinks. I believe, well, we can check our, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then another 5. So the top two...
These are solved.
That's solved. The film
is
solved. So we just need to do making drinks. Making drinks is the only thing that's not solved right now. Or that line, I should say.
And there's a whole other line we haven't found yet.
Is there?
Yes.
In between what and what?
In between the film and making drinks, I think. Or wait. Oh, maybe. Wait, here. We can say.
No. Because over the film was like almost 2 hours, so. So we just need to figure out.
We need to figure
before dinner, where did Alexander go? And
Alexander, the cat, and Noah. Right?
Yeah, those are the ones we saw outside. They were outside by the fire pit, but we don't know.
We don't know what they were doing. Were they sneaking?
I guess we have to go to where we can see them again. What's the scene where we can see them from? Making drinks?
I haven't used complaining yet.
Okay, you're annoying me. Let's go back to a scene where we can see them.
Yes.
And see if we can figure something out.
Okay, so you can see the fire pit from the kitchen, you think?
Or from that room, I
Maybe
think
here.
better. Yeah,
from the games room.
I think so. More gin.
Delightfully devilish.
He's making them the drinks.
And he's fixing the martini that Alexander is going to be drinking. Because, like, Alexander drinks this martini right here.
Okay. We've got the shaker.
Which way is the fire pit?
Behind you. I think it's like to the left. Oh, this is the painkiller scene also. Or maybe we can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see the fire pit from here.
Okay. Well, actually, if we look at the map, we can probably tell which room can see it.
But the screwdriver is already gone. Okay, so the screwdriver's let's. That's a good point. I want to figure out when the screwdriver disappeared.
Okay.
Is that okay?
We're not in this room that much, but yeah. Like, I don't know if we have a visual of this room before that.
Alright, so fixing drinks journal. During the film, I don't know, but somewhere they were in the kitchen, they were on the concourse.
I think your concourse
is our best bet.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could obliquely see the ladder from there. Okay, don't walk through that door.
It's like, it's where you were looking.
Like that's the
it's like that direction right there. That's the
yeah. The screwdriver is there.
The screwdriver's there.
Very distinctly there.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's there
It's there before the film.
Okay.
Is it possible someone has it on their person during the film?
It's possible. So it was there before the film. It was gone after the film. Basically. So it basically disappeared during the film.
Could have disappeared during the film?
I mean, everybody's...
Ow! Frick.
There's nobody missing, though.
Right, well, Oscar could have taken it before he made the drinks, too. Or
he
something.
could have, like, pocketed it, and then that's why he brought it outside to go myrtleize them? I don't know.
Is there any place on this chicken's person he could be hiding a screwdriver?
His trousers.
His horrible trousers?
Mm-hmm.
They're not that bad. Let me see.
Oh. He wears a disguise. Look like human guys. Okay.
It's okay, Chicken Boo. I think your pants are nice.
Okay. She's wrapped up in her painkillers. She doesn't know anything about a screwdriver.
Why is she looking at her painkillers like
That's
that?
what I don't understand. That's why I was confused about them, because I was like, maybe they're not hers. Because why would you be staring at them? I had the same question.
Something Pro. Is that the same painkillers? Maybe it's different.
Huh. I don't know. It's weird. That's why originally I didn't think they belonged to Kate, because I'm like, if they were her, she wouldn't be staring at them. And this is after she's taken them?
This guy's
What's that glowing?
He's just drinking whiskey.
Oh, that's the liquid, okay.
Alright, so I don't see anybody with a screwdriver here.
Yeah.
At least not obviously.
Right.
Where's his cane after all this? Why do I feel like he doesn't always have it with him?
I don't know. This is the only scene where I even noticed a cane, to be honest.
He has it in a couple of them. Alright.
Kate's ponytail annoys me.
It's got that Little Mermaid animatronic thing going.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Like, let's simulate Kate as if she's underwater.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't think we'd find it here, but it was worth checking.
Yeah, so let's jump back here. It's missing as of this scene. Does somebody else during the scene potentially have it? So, could I say somebody's timeline has something between the film and making drinks? Right? I think we said that.
Oh, is that paused?
Oh, no. See, that's not...
Wait, hang on. Somebody had it, right? Or no, he's
No,
just
it's
missing.
at the same time as making drinks.
So these are people we don't know where they are?
I mean, I kind of know where they are.
Right.
I just don't know what they're doing out there.
Okay, so let's go back to that. Let's go back to trying to view them. And then we might have to look at the interview. Like, it keeps popping up red, like, hey, there's interview stuff you haven't looked at, which makes me think maybe it is important. Why don't we just go from the top? Let's just go from the top.
How did you know the victim? A victim? You ever meet Alexander?
Yeah, it's a lovely guy. We bowled at the same alley.
Spare me, he wasn't a victim.
So how did you know him?
I knew him the same way I knew a lot of people, through the police. You lot can't keep your hands out of my business. He was the first.
Interesting. He was the first what? He worked for the police? What does it mean when it says all?
If you call it that, I'd say he left such a deep scar in the city it's barely healed.
Huh. Like, what does it mean all?
No. There were... I don't know what all is supposed to mean here. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, it's not a lie.
Right.
Or maybe it's telling you can choose all of these.
Oh, okay, maybe. What was he like?
He's an asshole. He didn't take shit and he looked out for number one.
Did you have any disagreements with him?
I disagree with everyone. People are idiots, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Stop! Did anyone here dislike him?
Pretty much everyone.
Interesting. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh, okay.
Do
So
Alexander
this is a new question set.
Do Alexander, Eleanor, and Peter know each other?
Alexander is, hold on, Eleanor and Peter, okay.
Peter and Alexander were in a band and they all went to the same university.
Alexander went to university? I thought it was like a, alright, cool.
I thought he was a murderer.
Yeah, hello. Did Peter and Alexander get along, I guess?
I don't think they'd seen each other in a long time. Maybe first time since Alexander got out.
Did he invite him?
No, Eleanor did.
Here, just go down the list. Did Alexander and Eleanor get along?
Better than most. They've known each other for a while and she's good at handling people.
Interesting.
Good person to work with.
You worked together on the film?
She ran the film, everything but directing. I'm just a money guy who likes the arts.
Yeah, sure.
She was looking for funding for the film and wanted to film it here in Redbridge. I front the money, she makes more. We make some jobs in the process. It helps the community, and we both get a kickback. She's good at it.
Did Carol and Alexander get along?
Yeah, no. I doubt it. I don't think he's watching 6 warrior mindset hacks for your business.
Not a fan of her.
Oh, wait,
work.
what? She's a female cock?
I was right all along by calling Carol a girl.
But
And then
the waddle. She's a rooster.
And then I felt so stupid, like, duh, how could I not realize it's a rooster?
No. I think that's a problem. I mean,
She is a chicken who likes to dress up like a rooster. It's okay. We accept all kinds here.
so you're saying this is a trans chicken?
No, she just, I don't know. Or maybe it's a chicken who likes to dress.
I mean, I didn't mean that in a transphobic way. I meant that as a separate thought from cross-dressing. I know that they are 2 different things.
Not necessarily. I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or it's a mistake. I don't know.
A mistake.
Not a fan of her work? Let's find out. Maybe we'll find out where chicken...
I was waiting for it.
Oh my god.
I was preparing my whole life for that. So... Are you?
I actually bought her latest book, The Only Way is Hard.
Oh, baby. You rich yet?
Yeah, sure. I'm $15.99 poorer.
If you ever need a loan, let me know.
So Carol's like a self-help author? Like a...
She's like a
fakey investor?
She's a guru.
She's Susie Orman?
People, then jackets, then things.
Susie or Cluck. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She was here as a backup investment?
The last fucking option. I'd rather eat my own grandma.
I mean, he seems like he would eat his own grandma.
Yeah.
Why did you need investment?
Eleanor got a large arts grant from the council. They'd been slow to give it out and changed their mind after someone leaked a cut of the film to them.
See, I knew there was something with the leak costing the money, but I didn't know why. This is the missing link.
If we couldn't get it, Carol was our backup.
We needed to read this.
I mean... This is just a lot to read. You're making me read. That's your line.
Maybe. I know.
I'm the one who plays games with walls of text, and you're the one who's
You're the one who has to click every dialogue option,
Yeah,
and I'm just like, get me through it.
I want to know whether or not they are selling some fine leather jackets. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I guess we don't have to watch. Oscar wasn't happy with the marketing. I think I just want to find out about these relationships.
Unhappy with everything. A bit picky then? Heinrich counts off grievances on his trotters. The cuts, the screen time, who got which press interview, the biggest name on the poster.
Yeah, that
you
sounds
fucking
like
name it.
Oscar.
What was this problem? Not being the center of attention. All the press is on Alex, not him. It's a... Well, yeah, pick punctuation. I'm not sure how to read that. It's a better story, but he doesn't want to hear it. He's been hard to work with. Eleanor doesn't stop complaining about him.
Interesting enough, they were smoking
together.
Yeah.
Why did he get hired? He got good press from the dancing show and he was cheap. Magic word, that one.
What?
Cheap. Cheap is the magic word.
Oh, okay. Got it. Well, you read that in.
Where did you order from? Kulinka's Pizza, best food in town, fit for the fattest, pickiest king. You been? Yeah, it's good. Isn't it? They don't make them like that anymore. You know, there are no food banks in Redbridge. Government cut them all. When times got tough, Jason let my family eat for free. What's your go-to order? The 4 cheese. If I'm not drowning in cheese, it's not enough. Wait, so he didn't order the chicken? Somebody ordered the chicken.
They ordered chicken? Doesn't that seem a little tasteless?
Why do you think they have tastes? They're as bad as each other. A low-life cat in a gold parade jacket. They're as bad as... That's... Oh,
yeah, I get it.
I get it, but it reads better than it says, than it speaks.
Yeah.
Okay. A low-life cat in a gold parade jacket and an arrogant wolf in an oversized wool jumper from a charity shop.
See, I'm not even sure who that's about. Is that supposed to be... Well, obviously it's...
A cat and a wolf.
Right. Obviously it's Alex and Peter, but it was a weird question, like, they ordered chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like...
But they didn't order chicken, because chicken was not on the list.
Somebody ordered chicken.
Oh, no.
The extra pizzas.
No. The one that was like initials. Chicken all the way down or something. It was a clever name.
Did you say something?
Here, we'll find it.
But didn't they order extra pizzas?
They did.
That's what he's talking about.
Clucking Good. It was like chicken all the way down or something. So Clucking Good, and then the list should be in the entryway.
I thought
So if I go back to the entry...
I thought Alex and Peter were ordering more pizza. That's what I thought. No, see, Alex and Peter ordered hot. Nobody ordered chicken.
But it was on the receipt.
Right, maybe he told him about it later? Because that conversation...
That explains why they have 3 more pizzas.
The last scene we saw, he's like, oh, get in with me on this. I want to order more pizzas. Do they have pork? Ha ha ha. Let's get chicken. Does it come with trousers?
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
That was just a little unclear about like it being a separate order or like the point.
No. They must have called after Heinrich called and added it to the same order. That's why the receipt doesn't match the order that Heinrich took down. So
right.
I apologize, Heinrich, for blaming you for ordering the chicken.
But the receipt was also later, which is interesting.
Well, the food came later.
The receipt was earlier. It would make sense for the receipt to be later than the phone call.
Yeah, but we think that that's an error. That should be
right.
That should be 1833.
I'm not sure.
I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, I was just curious.
Unless the whole story, unless the whole timeline is wrong.
So at least we figured that out for sure. Like it's like they just added to the pizza order.
Yeah, they added to the pizza order. Did the film cause friction?
But we did this right.
He laughs in your face. You catch a whiff of pork.
Ew.
What do you think I pay Eleanor for? They fight over everything. Give me a construction team any day. Did Kate and Alexander get along? At one point, they started fighting over the film about halfway through. Make a biography of someone alive, and you got to ask their opinion.
I didn't realize it was a biography for some reason. Like I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, remember we talked about this I think offline. I was like, oh, he's like a murderer playing a murderer, but I didn't.
It's biographical of Alexander's life.
I didn't realize it was biographical. I thought it was just like a shtick. Like, oh, he's a murderer playing a murderer.
It's an autobiopic.
Interesting. Okay.
Did Lily and Alexander get along? She wants the film to do well with her looking good in it. Smiled nicely to whoever gave her the best angle. She was pretty good at it, so maybe? Acting or getting along with people? Both. She's charming and talented. Gonna be a star.
I feel like the character design is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like you get from it that she's like, you know.
I feel like there's got to be a way to like scatter this a little bit more so you're not reading it all at once.
Well, that's the thing, but the thing is, so like, there's been a few times when a red dot has popped up, and so I think we were meant to be reading this like one at a time all along, but it wasn't 100% clear.
But it feels so different from the rest of the gameplay that it's like kind of inorganic, switching back and forth.
Maybe it's supposed like you were saying, maybe this whole scene is our interview with Heinrich, so maybe it was supposed to seamlessly go back and forth. Like, oh, did they get along? Oh, here's this scene about the chicken. Oh, you know what I mean?
Like, it'd be interesting if, like, instead of this being a whole separate full screen thing, as pretty as this is, if
it pops up,
it
like,
kind of it's like a HUD over like the game, like gives you a little icon to say enter interview mode, and like it's just like you're in the room you're in, but he just like is next to you answering your question.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how this is supposed to fit in, but it's clearly important, and I definitely don't enjoy reading this as like a 10-minute info dump.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, I've seen several times and that red dot has popped up, so I think that was what was meant to be like, oh, here's something new to read.
Yeah, but I mean, we got really far without reading any of this.
Yeah.
Most of this is flavor text. Like, the only thing
it helped me figure out a few things, like, because I didn't know why the film leaking meant they lost money.
Right.
So it helped me understand what the heck is going on. I'd like to know if he's a cocktail person.
Are you a cocktail person? No, give me a beer any day. But I have plenty of guests around, and many of them are. I don't think Oscar drank anything else. Did Oscar get along with Alex? He spent a lot of time with Alexander. Heinrich makes quotes in the air with his trotters. To inhabit the soul of a person, you must first inhabit the mind. So Oscar's playing Alex.
I don't know why I thought Oscar... Oh, God.
Alex is not playing himself. They're consulting him because he is the subject of the film.
Well, all the posters showed an actual wolf.
Well, Oscar's a very good actor. I don't know what to say.
Give him his due.
The practical effects are marvelous. Okay?
Okay.
Different people. Alexander to the point. Oscar couldn't find the point if it was shoved up his own ass.
Got you.
Don't know how that man held a career. A little punctuation error here. I haven't seen him in anything in a long time except that dancing show. Heinrich smiles wide, his teeth gleam. I don't watch TV, but the industry talks. There's a reason he's here rather than doing big Hollywood movies. That's gonna eat you up. What's gonna... I mean, like, wondering
Hollywood,
why?
yeah, that's what I thought at first. I don't know. It's
What's
unclear.
gonna eat me up? Nothing's eating me. I'm
Or is
fine.
it gonna eat... Or something gonna eat him up?
Who, I mean...
Like him... Like, is it being here eating up Oscar? Or is it gonna eat us up trying to figure it out? I don't know.
Unclear.
I know what you mean. Unclear. I agree. Okay.
Do Oscar and Eleanor get on well? They're dating. Past that, none of my business.
Oh, okay.
I like that. This is nice.
You can mouse over and see their pictures. I love it.
Yeah, like
Was
that.
it? Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like, like who'd you meet again? What?
Yeah, that's really good. Especially because there's so many characters.
You got a couple of first aid kits.
We might as well, yeah.
Expecting injuries. Safety first. People go poking around, hurt themselves, and then they blame you.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
As
exactly
a registered
what it
gun
is.
owner, it's always better to be on the safe side. Oh, nonsense.
So the gun is probably his.
Didn't do Alexander much good, did it? If someone wants you dead, first aid isn't going to cut it. So the appeal was pointless? You were never going to get the money. I know a couple people who work in City Hall. They sent me some emails to get a little advance look. And no, not a chance. And so on to the backup. Yeah, time to go call a bank and corner a chicken. I let Nimpt deal with that. Carol has the money? Rolling in it. She sells dreams. All you have to do is buy into whatever MLM she's currently running. MLMs.
What's an LML? I'd like to hear his description.
Multi-level marketing. Fancy word for a pyramid scheme. You buy in and all you have to do is recruit more suckers and they'll be broke instead. Yep, pretty much. Why did you want to avoid Alex knowing? Imagine. You fuck up. You ruin your life. You go to prison. You get lucky. Someone has the good frickin' graces to make a movie about you. Then they get screwed and hit money problems and you think you can get on your high horse about where the money's from? You don't get to say no. We cut out the middleman and keep his nose out of it. That's all for now.
I appreciated knowing all this, actually.
I'm sorry. Rooster.
I don't know, it's very confusing because I just immediately, for some reason, was like, that's a girl chicken. But this character design does look like a male chicken. But now all the references to a girl chicken. I don't care that much. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me. I mean...
Maybe Carol, the girl chicken, likes to put on fake rooster stuff and wear trousers. And I just don't care.
So I think my next thought is, like, actually, I want to go back out to the patio.
See what's there now, currently, or?
Yes, to see what's out on the patio.
And then we were gonna try to find. I feel like we're wasting so much time.
No, we're slow walking this. This is an experience. Plus,
Okay.
we're kind of looking for bugs and stuff. So
I was gonna.
It's all well and
yeah,
good.
we wanted to get to where we can see the patio.
it's not about our deductive reasoning powers. It's about, making sure that the gameplay is.
Yes, it is. We're being
good.
judged. We're being scaled and graded.
Okay. Yeah, we already saw
It's
that.
weird. So somebody bothered to put that back. A sticky knife.
Okay. Wah!
Creepy. Okay,
Okay,
now we can observe
again.
it at least. So the table's been thrown over. Are those the table legs on the floor? So basically everything's been thrown over.
Why? Here's the shaker. Alright, remind me not to go near the movie posters again. That gives me chills all the way up my
handle it.
spine. Yeah, no.
So there were definitely like multiple. They're trying to make it look like it was just like a. It's really weird too. So they're trying to make it like it was a surgical hit on him somehow, but there had to have been witnesses, like who was out there with him, but really it looks like there were like multiple tussles going on. But there's not evidence of that in any of this,
True.
which is I guess why this is Heinrich's lie. Because he's trying to tell us that.
Shattered glass.
He said, how did that glass get
shattered. Something else. Oh, there's already cursing in this game, so I could say it. A shattered glass, a shattered ass.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
It was poetic.
Was it though? Was it just somebody's glass?
Crouch.
Yeah, it just looks like a glass. I don't know why it's in the compartment, though.
It's not. It's on the chair.
Oh, there you go.
It's just highlighted at the same time as the gun, which is a little confusing.
Yeah, it looks... I feel like I didn't think it was there.
So the American Hot Boxes and a Clucking Good box tells us who was here.
Mm-hmm. And then...
He broke his glass and his martini fell out. So Oscar definitely delivered this drink to him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's quickly peek at the timeline.
And he was still holding it when he got
immortalized. So, timeline. Dinner outside. Oscar definitely joined them, so we know that. And if we look at this scene here, maybe we can get a hint as to what they were doing just before. Chaps, throw those disgusting beers and see. Well, they were drinking. That doesn't count. Smaller one for Noah because he's already falling downstairs. I get it.
I didn't even pick that up last time. Like,
these beers are pretty good. Finest thing you can put in your mouth without a safe word.
So he brought beers to the other dudes, and he brought Alexander a cocktail.
Yeah. No, he brought them all cocktails.
But then why? I guess I don't understand.
Was Alexander really poisoned?
There's a lot of blood.
Did he serve him an actual screwdriver? Doesn't look like vodka and orange juice, but... Alright, any clue as to what they were doing 10 minutes before this?
Does Alexander look mad? Let's look at their facial expressions and body language. They're sitting really far apart from each other, but they're chit-chatting about beer and eating pizza, so they're probably just hanging out. Noah's got a pizza.
I feel like we saw them in the distance.
And he's drinking.
He's drinking. He is a smoker, though. It's literally in his profile picture.
Mm.
Is there something over here that they're hiding?
It's probably a beer. Like, put those gross beers down. I don't know what that red thing is.
I don't know. He doesn't have a screwdriver behind his back, does he? Can I see this? Can I get a glimpse in here? This is the music room. I can't get an angle on the other room. Oh, I can get an angle on the other room, and there's no screwdriver there. I think Oscar poisoned him and then stabbed him with a screwdriver.
Or did he poison the other guys to make them fall asleep? So he could freely stab him with a screwdriver?
Oh, maybe.
Because this doesn't make sense. There's so many witnesses. Is there anything on his tray?
Not just the drinks. Is there a screwdriver in his back pocket? Be too obvious, right? I think Oscar is doing a little method acting here, becoming the murderer.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But like, why would he?
So I think the leak was Alexander's fault. He was sabotaging the movie on purpose because he wasn't happy with it.
So he's trying to get revenge. Although actually, if Alexander dies, then the movie's going to be even more popular. So.
Right. And he has a whole speech prepared about it, talking about how wonderful Alexander was.
What speech?
His speech.
That didn't talk about Alexander being wonderful.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? A truly inspirational speech, one of a kind. Not all press is good press. Sorry, but the movie's been canceled. Think of the children. Emphasize his creative heart.
No, but honey, we heard him talk that speech.
No, he didn't. He only said think of the children. He was talking to... Let's go rewatch the scene with Eleanor.
He was telling Eleanor, like...
He said think of the children, but it was different.
I thought he was dissing Alexander.
He was. But, like he said, like, is this really appropriate? Think of the children.
Right, so I don't understand then why you're saying he was saying good stuff about Alexander.
No. That speech was his... This was his notes for eulogizing Alexander.
What? No. Completely not. What do you... None of that is of Alexander, other than think of the children. He was talking about the creative heart of the film. Go back and watch the scene again. It was...
Was it? Or,
yeah.
or I'm reading too much into that.
He says all this stuff.
Blowing off steam. Go.
Yeah, no, he's telling her, like, he doesn't think Alexander's a good example or something, or good rep for the film. We want the focus to be on her.
Oh, because the marketing is all around Alexander, not around him.
Right.
Of course, that's what it's about, but...
Think of the children. So first was not all press is good press. Think of the children. We should focus on the creative core, the director, the cameraman, the actors. Me.
Okay, you're right. That is exactly that speech. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, he was dissing.
No,
it's interesting that he, like, planned that out, though. It's kind of weird. What is it telling us that he planned that out?
Well, it's telling us that he can't stand not being the center of attention.
But wouldn't him just saying that be enough? Like, why do we have to know that he premeditated it to the point of, like, writing it down? I'm also curious to know, like, what was the scene where we saw him writing it down? Like, what was happening in that moment? I think, but the only thing we really have left to solve is what were those guys doing in the fire pit prior to the murder.
Let's try this one.
Prior to the dinner, I guess. The chicken?
Murder most foul. Sorry.
This right here is at the receipt. Hold on.
What? Where?
This right here. Like, what is he saying? The chicken.
The chicken's throwing out the receipt.
Right.
He's upset that they ordered chicken.
He saw the receipt, and he's like...
They ordered chicken? What the actual fuck?
What the cluck? Yeah. See,
but Carol's knife stays in the pizza box. I think he has intentions to harm Alexander, but he stays himself.
I don't know, but they make Carol seem like a syrupy self-help MLM guru, not someone who's going to commit murder.
But Carol,
the knife could be told. I
think the knife is a red herring.
I agree with that.
It's too obvious, and I never see an opportunity for it to. There we are. This is where we see them.
I really wish we could zoom in more, because this is lame. Because Noah walking into the fire pit, right? I can't see a damn thing.
Carrying beers, maybe?
Maybe.
Rasputin is reading something, I think.
Is he?
He's holding something.
I can't see.
Okay.
I'm frustrated by this, because, like,
I wish I could walk, 10 feet closer.
Right. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be able to see, and I just can't, and that's really frustrating for me. It's like...
I mean, how big should my screen be here?
Yeah. Oh, it's like when I watch a lot of people play horror games and stuff, and it's dark. I don't see a darn thing they're seeing, and that frustrates me so much. They're like, oh, look, that's there. And I'm like,
what? Where?
What did you just see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
and that's what I feel like with this. I feel really frustrated.
We're going to jump back into dinner outside to try and figure out what Rasputin was holding 10 minutes earlier.
Okay.
Rasputin was sitting right here.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing there. Could it be he was... Could have thrown something into the sea.
Noah was standing right here. The cat was sitting over here. And Rasputin was here, because I saw his cane.
I thought Rasputin was by the gun. I don't remember now.
I am pretty sure it's Oscar with the screwdriver. But I don't want to even guess that until I get this last scene.
Oscar stabs Alexander.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can reason out. Okay, fire pit. I saw Noah action carrying beers.
That seems logical. Carrying pizza? I don't think so.
Carrying a screwdriver.
Carrying your mom.
He's bringing something out there to show.
So hold on. What?
Oh, he brings out the pizza to them?
Maybe. I don't think so.
No, because the pizza's not there yet.
Noah is what? What's his role?
I forget what he's this dude, the one who cuts himself.
Right, but what is he in the movie?
I don't remember. Kate's the director, I think. Lily's an actor.
Yeah, but could you check? We can find out. It's listed in that screen.
And which screen here?
No, sweetie, where all the interviews are. That we can't
that's right,
access, but we can still see his role.
Yeah. She's Eleanor's a
Construction
producer.
worker.
So Noah just works for Heinrich.
Huh. And you can't click on Noah. It won't at least show a demo, like a click on. If you click on the other people who are not in the demo. Okay, I was wondering if it might at least pop up a
Is it possible?
bio.
Is it possible Rasputin is reading the email to them?
Oh, maybe he's exposing it.
Yeah.
Well, but the email.
The email is
ends
elsewhere.
Up.
But
Well, it ends up in here.
But that's the only thing we know that Rasputin had that he read.
I think that's triable, I guess.
So if we were to say timeline, guess a fire pit. Rasputin. Reading an email. Nope. Reading a magazine? I don't think that's right.
Oh, that's interesting. So Carol reading a receipt could have been.
Yeah, Carol reading a receipt should have unlocked that as well. Is he reading a book? He's reading something. Reading notes.
What he's doing.
Is he reading a letter? He's sitting there.
Is what?
He's sitting there
What's
with
his role?
a lawyer.
Lawyer. Okay.
Is he reading a contract? He's inspecting.
No. I'm frustrated now because I feel like.
Is he playing with the gun? Hey, because the gun safe was open. Someone touched it. We knew someone touched it.
Yeah, but wasn't that I said? Didn't I say Rasputin was sitting by the gun, and you told me he was sitting somewhere else?
No, like he was a little bit further away.
No, he was right on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Scene. That's what I thought, and then you told me no. That I was gonna say he was doing something with the gun.
Okay.
I gotta not listen to you. Okay, so characters available, and then he's inspecting the gun. Alexander. Would Alexander Talking do this or no? Because it did.
Alexander Talking does not work here.
Who's with him?
Noah, Peter. Noah's probably.
Peter's smoking. I don't know.
Sure. It's in his profile picture.
No, you did Noah.
Oh.
I don't expect it to work. I'm just grasping. At least we got something. What is the call? What is it called? What is the scene called?
Look what I found.
Okay.
So, like, we found I think we found the person we were expecting.
Well, it's funny.
So Noah's standing up. What's Noah doing?
He looks like he was just, like, approaching. Maybe he's just watching Rasputin. No. Maybe Alex is watching Rasputin. It's worth a try. Is there a listening to or like a...
Well, like how would you... There's no reacting. There's no...
Accusing. I don't know what they were doing.
Oh, was Noah burning something? In the fire pit?
Was he?
He's standing right in front of the fire.
See, the way I read it, I thought he was... And I can't see that well. I thought he was coming down the stairs.
Is he burning a movie poster?
Why would he do that?
I don't know. He's burning the pancakes.
Obviously. No, the way I read the whole scene differently than you. I read it as Rasputin sitting over the gun safe.
Alright, hold on. Let's go
Alex
back.
is hanging out, and can I finish my sentence?
Oh,
and
sorry.
Noah is like right where Oscar is with the drinks. You know, in the scene where Oscar's kind of coming down the steps, that's where I read Noah as being. When we viewed that.
Yeah, let's...
So let's look at it again.
Let's look at it again. That's what I was trying to do.
I'm just feeling a little frustrated because like if we're supposed to know what this next scene is based on observing this, we should be able to see it better. Like we really should. This sucks. Can you move a little so we can? Is Noah like throwing something? Like, his arms are in a position like he just threw a frisbee? Like, I'm stressing because I just really feel like I can't see this as well as I should. Is he carrying something?
Doesn't look like he's carrying anything.
He's looking... Like, his arms and his hands are looking in different directions.
Yeah, that looks like he's, like, mid-throw, maybe?
That's what I'm saying. Did he yeet something into the ocean?
Well, what's missing? Is there anything that's missing from the final scene?
Was there an earlier scene in the fire pit? Like, if we don't have an earlier scene in the fire pit...
We have an earlier scene in the fire pit.
Okay, so maybe we can see if there's something he might have been yeeting into the ocean. I don't know.
But I want to go out to the fire pit. I still don't have the layout of this house.
There you go.
Which way?
I thought it was that way. That way, like...
Here? Yeah, that's it. That's the frustrating view we can't quite see.
Yeah, like if I'm supposed to, like, I get that it's like you're supposed to obscure view and you're supposed to just figure it out and not like see it 100%. It's a little, I don't know. I'm like a little frustrated by it, to be honest.
So it looks like he's standing here, but he's like, yeet, whoop, yeet.
Right.
Is there something
like he
down
looks
there?
like he's standing there and like he just threw a frisbee.
All right, so we finally figured out why the gun was interacted with. Yay.
Yeah.
So let's jump into the previous scene here.
When is the last time people are in the...
No one's in there before this.
Yeah, so we can't tell what he would have yeeted.
But I can see what Noah was holding before that.
I don't think he was in the film.
What's the last time we've seen Noah?
Just had a beer or something.
Is he throwing like a beer bottle in the ocean?
I mean, Oscar does say, like, throw your beer into the ocean.
But he says that later.
I know, but I'm just wondering if that's like a thing. I don't know.
Maybe he like throws his bandage in the ocean.
That seems stupid. Is that blood on his shoulder? What is that?
I don't know what we're meant to make of that.
I don't know either. Maybe it's just to show that he got like banged up.
Looks like mud.
I like his sneakers.
Nice kicks.
Yeah, I like them.
Got some real riz.
Why is the construction worker just like chilling out? Or
Well, he works for Heinrich.
yeah, but why? I don't know. It's a little odd.
Heinrich has construction workers do everything
And see,
for
Lily,
him.
why is Lily looking at her phone in this scene? Did we ever think of figure that out?
I mean, why do you look at your phone when we're watching movies together?
If I'm watching a movie and I'm in it, I'm gonna watch that movie and see how gorgeous I am.
She's staring at her painkillers.
Why is everyone staring at shit? I don't know if there's anything missing. Like the painkillers are there.
See, look, here's his cane in this scene.
Yeah. Maybe he throws the cane into the ocean. Maybe he's like, Rasputin, from today forward, you shall walk. He's not a construction worker, he's a faith healer.
In the name of the Lord.
He's working with Carol. He's like, look, if you take my MLM supplements, you won't need your cane anymore.
Oh boy. And that's why it's raining, because he told the town that there would be rain.
Exactly. Okay, I really think we've gleaned like as much as we possibly can from this movie.
Shh, the movie's about to start.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
I can't handle staring at that cinema room anymore.
What are we missing? Alright, what's Alexander doing? Maybe just switch characters. Noah is standing. I don't like that, like, when I jump into a memory, it moves me away from where I was in the real world. It should put me back where I was in the real world. Because, I came here deliberately to ruminate.
Maybe. Okay, so...
We could try throwing. That's a reasonable guess, because his body language does look like throwing.
That's the best I can think, but what the heck
He's the most distinctive out of all of them in terms of, like, doing something. Is there throwing?
Throwing ain't a thing.
Spill. Is he dropping a drink?
His hands look like they're making like a lateral movement.
Oh, there's another drop.
Or is that the dropped drink?
There's another dropped drink on the dock. Maybe that's what it is.
I'll try it. I mean, I don't. Wine? Could it be wine? Okay. Once we did that, we had to try it all.
Yeah. He's dropping knowledge, is what he's doing.
I wish someone would drop some knowledge on me right now.
He's dropping a safe.
He just went like full Looney Tunes. We have a pig. We have a chicken. Talking animals. There's all kinds of stuff. Okay, I guess we have to look. You gotta stare at that scene again until we figure out what the heck's going on.
Oh no, I don't want to stare at that scene.
Okay, then we have to quit.
No, we're not quitting.
Are you a quitter?
I'm not a quitter. I've never quit anything in my life.
So we've determined that Rasputin.
Ever.
It's called Look What I Found. But I was assuming for a moment like, oh, that's about Rasputin. Like, look, I found a gun. But maybe he didn't tell anyone. Maybe someone else is showing something. But like Noah. Like maybe Noah was showing them something, but what? And the fire pit was not on at that point.
Is Alexander just like looking at the view?
I think we tried that.
Did we?
Who's Emily?
There's Emily?
Yep. Or Emile. I don't know, I saw it. Yeah, Emily.
Elle?
It's Eleanor. But there are 10 people.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, that's Lily. Is that her?
That's Lily.
No, that's Lily.
That's Kate.
Oh, that's Kate.
Kate's not there.
That's Kate. That's Lily.
That's Kate. Kate is not there. So maybe.
Maybe Kate was originally like Emily or Amelie or whatever.
Okay, maybe that's a mistake.
That's a bug.
Okay. I was wondering, like, oh, are we gonna meet more characters?
All right. So.
What did you just do?
Alexander inspecting the gun.
Oh, okay. So, okay, that makes sense. So they were all looking at it, I guess.
So the cat found it. See, he wasn't near the gun. You owe me an apology.
I do. I owe you an apology. I also admitted I can't see crap in those things. Okay, so Peter found it.
He's not eating. But see, in the far view, you can't see that he's holding a beer.
No, or that he's like pointing. His arms are up, so I'm like, what is he doing with his arms?
Oh.
Woo, he's doing a magic trick. For just $99.99 a month, you too can take these supplements, which will let your beer fly. Okay, stop.
Just get 12 people to sign up.
Okay, let's do that. Like, there's a surprise.
Put that properly owned and licensed gun away. Fucking hell, Peter. Someone could get hurt. It's cool. I own 2 of these. I can hit an apple off someone's head.
Sure you can.
It's a miracle I was the one who went to jail. All right, mystery solved.
So here's Peter finding the gun.
It's Peter fucking around with the gun.
But he never like closed it. Oh, he's like shooting it.
Does he shoot it?
He's aiming it.
He's just like
right. But he is like fucking around with it. He's not just like.
But it's back in the safe, like in the next scene, I think.
Mm-hmm.
When
but he doesn't close it.
No. It was open before this too, I think. Or no, this is the first time we're out here. So he's the one who opens it.
Yeah, and doesn't close it, which is kind of interesting. Okay.
But I think we're ready to venture a guess as to what actually happened now.
Mm-hmm. Well, we saw it all the time slots, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there's literally anything else for us except for after.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't know if we can play or not.
I don't know.
Okay,
so
Oscar myrtleized.
I'm pretty sure it's Oscar had a character. Person. Oscar. I honestly think he stabbed with a screwdriver. I think he also poisoned him.
I think he roofied the other people so that
he poisoned somebody.
They wouldn't see what happened. Ooh, scene.
Et tu, Brute? Can
we approach? Okay. You fucker. That's not nice, Oscar. Oscar's a dick.
Oscar's a grouch.
Muppets would never be this see. Okay. Let's see the couch. How did he get Alexander? Let's look around. I just want to look around at the scene in the fire pit. Just, I don't think there's gonna be anything there, but.
Where did everyone go?
That's been my question this whole time. How did he get them alone?
Maybe he poisoned their drinks so they were in the bathroom.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Remember you said he poisoned Alexander, and I was like, no, he probably poisoned the other two to get them out.
Yeah.
Well, I think finding out what time this is.
9:23.
How? Oh, okay.
It said it already.
I missed that. Might be instructive.
Here, hold on. Screenshot. Oh, no. Try that again. Gonna do a screenshot. Without getting any of Oscar's lapel in the picture for good reason.
Yeah, we don't want to be spoilery. So, while you do this, I feel like the murder was... I mean, I guess there's going to be more to it. This is one side of the story, I guess.
Okay, let's start down here. Yep.
Seems like the murder was actually kind of easy to solve.
Yeah.
If this is...
If this is to be believed.
Right. It seems like way more shit happened.
I wonder if it paused recording while I was taking those screenshots.
I don't know.
All right. So, cool. Can we go now?
We solved it. We won!
Here, wait, no. Murder. Hug. Gonna leave it as a hug.
It's a hug.
It's a hug.
Aww.
Hug. Oh, how sweet. Bye-bye.
Oh my god, that took way too long. Having stabbed in the back, he made his way back to the game room. Oh, here we go. Maybe he's wiping it off, it looks like. Oh, this is like another scene.
Yeah. Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, that's right. This is reminding us, again, this is Heinrich's story. This is not... Grabs a martini from the shaker he'd made up earlier.
Yeah, he made a martini for Alexander. So he probably, had some in the shaker and just...
Oh, okay. I'm like, who cares about him grabbing him? Oh, just his excuse to go back in the house.
Killing is thirsty work.
You'd know, wouldn't you, Heinrich?
He's a legitimate businessman.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. He's a legitimate business pig. Alright.
Alright, interesting. Oh, yeah.
Just fixing that light for you, Heinrich.
Nothing to see here. I feel like this took us way too long.
He looped through the hall by the fish tank and threw his now bloodied pocket square in the bin.
remember.
Oh, that's what that was meant to be.
Yeah, we saw that. We
saw it and we're like, what the heck is that?
We thought it was Noah's bandage or something. And we promptly forgot about it.
Yeah, we forgot that existed.
Interesting.
There was no way to know that was a pocket square.
Well, this is where...
that's where, being able to inspect everything would be a little...
Right. No, but also this is where, I think crossing things off the list can come in handy.
Oh, it's like, I know how that got there. Cross off the list.
Right. I've accounted for this. And so if we had done that, maybe we would have looked back and been like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, but I feel like it's...
But I still could have easily written that off as that's one of Noah's bandages.
Yeah, and I feel like that, because it not being able to have the text that says it's a crumpled up pocket square, I 100% would not have known what that was.
No, agreed. Did that show up in our evidence at all? Maybe it showed up as a pocket square and we missed it. I don't know.
We can't go to that screen.
Okay, let's just get through this.
Sorry.
Amazing description and amazing and accurate, honest description by Heinrich. What's going? Is that something going on to someone's feet? There's Kate.
Kate's the one who discovered the body.
So she's walking there about to discover it, I guess.
Unless it was Carol who discovered the body.
Oh, that's right. They said two different.
Yeah, there was an inconsistency as to who discovered the body.
Emily discovered the body, clearly. Okay, keep going.
It's Amelie.
Amelie Melo. Okay, keep going.
Meat.
Prepare for a jump scare if you can hear that.
What? I can't. It won't let me near.
Okay.
I just wanted to say meat one more time.
We never actually found where we found the pizza pizza order. Then he heard the commotion and ran outside to join us. I wonder if there's any actual hints to be gotten in this, or this is just like visual storytelling.
See, it was Kate and then Carol.
Oh, okay. So maybe that was accurate. I don't know. It seems like...
It was confusing. It seemed like somebody said Carol found the body first.
Yes. But then we knew originally we played as Kate or whatever.
Yeah, we were controlling her.
And we found the body. So, and then they said Carol found the body. So I don't know.
Yep.
It's a little confusing.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the deadest wolf of all?
That was a great catch that you made about the, like, just looking up when the screwdriver disappeared. I mean, you probably could have figured it out without that, I guess, but that was really good how you, like, just traced it down to, like, this is when it disappeared.
Yeah, because, like, Oscar was the only one who had the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it was there before the movie. They were all in the movie, and none of them seemed to have it. And then it was...
Yeah, but the big hole in this story is how did Oscar obviously took the screwdriver and those drinks. Alexander was still drinking that same martini.
How did he get Alexander alone?
Yeah.
Right, they were all eating, they were all drinking, they're having a good time. Like, everyone else disappears, leaving Oscar with Alexander, and then Oscar stabs Alexander, but then no one's like, but wait, you were the last one with him, what the heck?
Yeah, this is so weird. Okay, let's keep going.
It's also kind of weird that nobody, like, they all started arguing in the prologue, right? But no one actually sat down and just said, hey, like, what are your alibis? Everyone else is in the room with at least one other person.
Maybe. Yeah.
That seems like a hole in the sort of story logic, right? Because if everyone else was grouped up with at least one other person at the time of the murder, then, like...
Yeah, but then the game is less interesting. There's no game if they're like, oh, hey, Oscar, where were you?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could use that, why was he alone?
Also, this is a fake story, so we don't, like...
Possibly.
It might not have been that obvious who was alone.
Right, but, I mean, like, you could also just fill in those details of, like, oh, he was alone because, like, this one was in the bathroom and that one was here, and, like, no two people were in the same place at the time of the murder. Just,
right.
like, a throwaway line that, like, nobody could vouch for where anybody else was.
Well, I think in the prologue or whatever, we missed, I think we only got a snippet of what happened.
Yeah. I'm just pointing out a plot hole, because that's how I roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm amazed he looked at someone else long enough to figure out where to stab them. Plying him with drinks, getting him alone, and then driving a screwdriver into his lung takes guts. Why do you think he did it? Method acting. You're the detective. What do you think? Jealousy. He got too big too quick. Money. Kruger was smarting for cash. This was a decent way to drum up publicity for the film. Genetic predisposition to violence. Kruger's whole genetic makeup screams super soldier on the edge.
Pick whatever you want.
I agree. Man's got an ego the size of a planet.
Yep.
Marvel did it. Great. So it's all great. So it's all sewn up.
Wouldn't you like to think so?
It's a miracle he wasn't covered in blood, right? Yes, it is. Isn't it? Sounds like you might need to raise this with the police chief.
Why would he say that?
Time to go tell your bosses and let them take it from here.
Because the bosses are, like, paid for, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And then your boss is going to be like, yeah, that's bullshit, go back.
And then the music from the end of Clue plays. Dun, 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 dun.
So? Okay, let's go.
But it also could have happened like this.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is what's going to be about to happen.
So?
I didn't think it all added up.
It didn't, did it? It's good enough. It's a good enough story until you actually see the house. It's wrecked.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's what those flashes were telling us. So our present day was still the story Heinrich was telling us about the state of the house. So we've wasted 2 hours of our window before they shut us down. Well, 3 hours and 31 minutes.
Yeah.
Under normal circumstances, yeah, we'd be dead in the water. But 5 years ago, I caught the luckiest bunch of smugglers I'd ever seen. Always in the right place at the right time.
How do you catch the luckiest criminal?
They filed their taxes wrong.
Like Al Capone.
Yeah. We confiscated their assets, and in the boss's office, I found a mirror. The mirror.
You have to put that.
Sorry.
That's great.
That's the best joke so far.
The mirror
Thank
also
you.
put that, but sexy.
No, but only because I know an accountant.
So they say it's like a magic mirror. Is this where they,
John, I'd like you to meet Max.
This is where the supernatural element comes in.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the
Yep.
greatest partner of them all? Okay, so how... But why did we have the metaphorical mirror in our Heinrich story the whole time? Or were we playing as Fox? No, but Fox was really at the house and we weren't.
I'm confused.
Like, why did we have this all
I
the
don't know,
time?
maybe it'll become explained. Or maybe it's just a game. Maybe it'll be explained. Let's keep going. Maybe
Repeat to yourself, it's just a game, I should really just relax.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest partner of them all?
You are, mirror. Who's
know-
a good boy?
Oh, the mirror talks! Well, that's wonderful. I mean,
You know the rhyme is meaningless.
it's a little weird. It's not a chicken or
I
anything.
see everything. Not an MLM.
Max, take us to the house last night, 10:43 p.m. Entrance hall.
Yeah, I think you just have to accept that this is like
Whoa. We're in the Matrix.
I think you just have to accept that this is like
Ooh.
this is just a game contrivance.
Can I walk to that? What is that? Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Okay,
No, you cannot. Not right
I
now.
cannot get to that. Why is his office in the Matrix and why is his mouse pad floating in midair?
I don't know, man.
Click! It's Inception! My left mouse button is clicking his left mouse button, and then in a deeper simulacra, that mouse button is clicking another mouse button.
Fascinating. I'm just gonna enjoy the music while you dick around.
All right, this is 10:43 p.m. What are we gonna find? This is the actual state of the house. The state of the house at the end of the evening.
Water every damn where.
Hey, meat! I didn't think I was gonna get to see you again. All right, so we know those were knocked over because we had that little insight flash. You can't go upstairs because of the tape. There's the aquarium got smashed. There's fish all over the place.
Poor fishies.
That's why there's water.
I don't appreciate this animal abuse. Or no warnings.
What's down there? I can't see anything down there.
Oh. Okay, there's like a struggle. But this wasn't the state of the house. Now we're seeing, like, what's happening?
Ah!
Hey!
What?
Hey!
Rude.
That was mean.
How wooed.
That's also not the current state, obviously, if the dude is dead in the fire pit.
Well, no, he took us to 10:43 p.m., which means the murder didn't happen at 9:23.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Like, Alexander Wolf was not yet dead. And if I could remember the song from Spamalot, I would be singing it right.
Yeah. 40 plus of this. Discover the real event of the evening.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
well, now I gotta.
Boop.
Watch the lives of the cast fall apart in front of you. Fascinating. 40 plus scenes. How many scenes did we get? We got a lot, though. Talk to everyone and actually root out the real truth. I don't know, this is kind of mean. It's like, here, you played this whole game. Sucker. And yet I still want to do it.
So I think like first of all, 3 hours 35 minutes. Like, we spent a lot of time just talking and like for the benefit of anyone who's like watching this playthrough, like sort of voicing our inner minds, making jokes.
Yeah.
And like I spent.
Yeah, so it might have been more of like a 2-hour.
Yeah, this is more of like a 2-hour thingy. Like we kind of waxed poetic for like 10 minutes before we even started playing today.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah. So thoughts.
Well, I want to find out more, but I'm still confused. And I don't know if I'm confused and frustrated. I don't know.
I am torn. I want to play the rest of this game very badly. I don't want any more jump scares. and I don't want to sit through 9 more of those interviews. Those were horrible.
Yeah, hopefully that there's a better way to handle that, or they're a little bit different. Because that was, or maybe the way we did it made it bad, but I didn't know to do it any other way, really.
But there was like very little pertinent information in there, and you really just had to kind of sit there and click through it. And it, like, the way that it's presented, it makes sense to kind of do it in a bingey way. Like, it doesn't make sense to, like, jump out of the inferences you're actually making in the scenes to, like, go ask questions for color text.
There might be a way. There might be a way that like the text goes along, because I think it's exactly like you said. All this information is coming out of your interview with Heinrich, so the words and the scenes would absolutely go together. And it might have made, if we had done it in the correct order, it might have made perfect sense.
Yeah, but there was no good opportunity. Like, I honestly, like, for the majority of the time we were playing this game, with the exception of getting kind of caught, like, maybe 2 or 3 times, we were making inferences. We were talking through. We were saying, okay, well, what can we do? What are we missing?
Right. I mean, and the interviews didn't really help us solve anything, but they just helped me understand the story.
Well, it told me that Elle was a smoker. That was the one thing I got from the interview.
But you also would have gotten that from the magazine.
No, because the magazine was not about being a smoker. It was saying...
Didn't the magazine say, like, her true love cigarettes? Or
no, that said Oscar. It was talking about Oscar Kruger.
Huh.
But the thing is, that scene didn't unlock until we knew who was smoking with her. We needed both people.
Huh.
So, like...
I don't know. I'm curious to be, like, how that's meant to be used. And I'm also, like, I'm going to be... Like, I feel like I don't fully understand the... like, what we're doing in the game and, like, what exactly is going on. And I feel like if I don't find that out, I'm going to be frustrated. So I hope that the full game kind of frames it in a way that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit more exposition dump at the beginning.
Yeah, unless it was meant to be this way, like a surprise. Like, here, you solve this crime, and it's like, you know, meant to be like, oh, but actually, and you have some hints to that where you're supposed to be playing it, and then you're like, oh, but wait a minute. I got jump scared by this mess. Is that what really happened? And you're supposed to be kind of... So the conclusion we came to as well, by the end we were like, this is not actually what happened. We're going to solve this.
It was literally called Heinrich's Lie is the name of the chapter. So that maybe that's a little bit too leading. Maybe it should be like Heinrich's recollection or Heinrich's version of the story.
Right. Or maybe maybe that fits into the bigger picture somehow better as Lie. But yeah, but I mean, even without it, well, I think I can't say what I would have thought without that because we saw it right away. But yeah, I mean, those things are hints to say that this isn't actually what happened. And there's too much other stuff too, like and it could be red herrings, but there's still a knife somewhere. There's multiple knives. There's still a meat cleaver hanging around. So there's still other things that, you know.
Where was the meat cleaver?
Well, whatever the chicken boo had in the pizza box.
Well, yeah, like I think that's the thing. Like, it's
so
not.
So was that just a red herring for the sake of red herring, or is somebody else's story going to, you know what I mean, make you suspicious of that knife or that gun?
Yeah, and I mean possibly, but I mean even if you think about it, right? How does Clue work? Right? There are in the original game 6 weapons, like 5 of them are not the murder weapon. So it's not a fun game if you only ever find one thing that could have been the murder weapon.
Right. I mean, I hope it gets not for... Because I think... I don't know. I hope it becomes, like, very satisfying. Because otherwise it's like, here, you solved this murder, but it's fake. Is kind of frustrating.
Yeah. I hope I kind of want the later chapters to have more scenes. Right, because what do we get? Like, there were like 5 lines on the timeline for this, and like 2 or 3 scenes per timeline. If the whole game only has like 40 scenes, then this is about a third of the game. Is that what is that? Does that sound like a correct interpretation?
I guess.
So like, I kind of feel that the granularity, like the spacing of the scenes in time, left like big gaps that were a little frustrating. Like, I felt like I wanted to know I'd rather spend a small, like, focus on a smaller span of time overall in 5-minute increments than like than like a large the whole afternoon in 10-minute increments, because it
Right.
it just kind of
Well, it may be that the other people's stories fill in. Like, it's not going to be necessarily like, oh, here's another version of what happened in the kitchen. It's going to be like a totally different scene that we didn't, you know what I mean? It might piece in the timeline in different places, so we actually get we get, like the same timeline, but with a lot more scenes in it. And so maybe it's not just, oh, here's, might it be that, like, oh, here's this one's version of the kitchen, that one's version of the kitchen, and that one's version of the kitchen. They're all telling us about different parts, so we actually get a lot of little small scenes, and obviously they're not all the full truth, but so we might be able to really get a lot more of the story that way if there are 40 scenes that are really all the same timeline, you know what I mean, if they all fit into the same timeline.
I'm excited to know how some of those other verbs and nouns fit into the overarching narrative, and which ones are just red herrings.
Yeah, well, the pancakes, no.
I want to know all about the burnt pancakes. If that isn't a real scene somewhere, then I will be sorely disappointed.
You need to make it. It should be bonus content, that more what happened in the morning.
Like,
before.
Alexander burned the pancakes. 8:30 a.m.
Yeah, I'm curious. And, so I was just looking at the Steam page, and it says it's supposed to release Q4 of this year, and so
of 2024.
Correct.
Oh, wow, I'm not going to remember any of this by then.
Well, it'll be good. We can start fresh. But I'm bummed about that because I do not want to wait. I want to find out now. So
I mean, the other question here is, like, because there is a magic mirror, like, are we led to believe that this is, like, is this a fairy tale land? Like, is this...
Well, there's talking pigs, and there's...
I mean, yes, and...
Well, I mean, his name is, like... I don't know. I mean, it's definitely, like, there's a pig, and there's the big bad wolf. I mean, there's definitely something to that. And I wonder if the other characters will fall into any of those lines.
I mean, is the big reveal gonna be that...
Is it Chicken Little? I don't know.
No, it's... I mean, like... I feel like the big reveal is going to be that we find out that Alexander murdered Heinrich's 2 little brothers.
That would be funny.
I mean, it would be funny, but it's obvious, right?
Right.
Like...
So this is like a long con by Heinrich to, like, get back at the murderer of his brothers.
Yeah. Like... I mean, like, maybe...
Because we don't know, like, what... We know he was a murderer, but we don't know what he actually did.
I mean, if this is like a fairy tale-ish... I mean, 3 Little Pigs aren't really fairy tales, but if it's like a nursery rhyme fairy tale world, then the sort of analog would be, right, Heinrich is the oldest little pig who built his house out of bricks. He's in construction. Right?
Yeah,
And Alexander, the wolf, was a murderer because he killed 2 little pigs.
Maybe. That's interesting. And yeah, that would be very interesting, because it was a choice. I mean, this game would have been, you could have played out the exact same game and had them all be human. Right? Like, it wouldn't have really changed anything materially to make them all human. So, yeah, that was a deliberate choice.
Is this Puss literally in boots?
Yeah.
And is his character dossier literally, like, says his nickname is Puss?
Does it?
Yes.
Oh.
Peter, Puss, something.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, so I think we're on to it.
Yeah, but I was curious to know, like, if any of the human characters are supposed to be...
Yeah, like, are those supposed to be, like, fairy tale analogs also?
Yep.
Well, like, the only thing I've got so far is Elle kind of looks like she belongs to the Dora Milaje, but, like...
Kate is in red? Is she, like, Little Red Riding Hood?
Is she? Well, she's in overalls and has her hair up, so she could easily be made pretty by taking down her hair and changing out of her overalls.
No, she doesn't have any glasses to take off.
Oh, that's true, she doesn't have glasses to take off.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think this was really fun.
Yeah.
So thank you for letting us play this cool demo.
Yeah. Thanks to the developer. I never actually got his name. You've been speaking to him, to them. Thanks to the developer.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like it's a team, but I've been talking to just one person. But I'm really excited about it, and I had fun. And obviously, I really want to play more. So if you have further versions that you would like someone to play, you know where to find us. But yeah, I'm excited. I did add it to my Steam wish list.
Did you now?
I did.
All
I did. Yeah, this is cool. I don't know. I guess if there's any further things we can discuss. But I'm interested to see how the story plays out, and if there are any further like fairy tale connections that we're, you know what I mean, that we're missing. Like,
so is the MLM like the sky is falling? You were saying,
right? Like the sky is falling. The only way to save yourself is to like buy my shakes. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. There could be, or like even maybe the humans. Like I don't know. Lily looks a little bit Cruella-ish. I don't know. There could be. There could have been hints we missed, or there could be things that come out more in the future.
I mean, Oscar to me like screams Professor Plum.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just definitely has some. We mentioned Clue a few times.
Yeah, there's definitely some Clue vibes.
Because it's very much like this person was in this room
with this object or this person.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm interested in seeing more of this.
I'd like them to lean into that more and be like, I think that this game was at its best when like it was really, like it never took itself too seriously, but like the funny moments were my favorite moments.
Yeah.
Like the joke about the mirror fucking up its taxes.
Yeah, I liked that.
Tickled me. I like that. That's my kind of joke.
I liked the humor parts as well.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. Look for this game in Q4 2024 on Steam. Add it to your wish list now. And vote for it if it comes up on any. Does Steam Greenlight still exist? I don't even know how they do it anymore.
I don't know, but
yeah.
I there's just not enough games in this genre.
Yeah,
so and this so far is really well done.
If you have any opportunity to make this game happen, if you work at Steam, right? if you are a multi-millionaire with disposable income and you want to angel invest in something, go find these developers and help them finish their game. Because I gotta know how it ends.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Hopefully, it's not questionable whether it'll be actually completed.
It's
gonna be released for the Steam Next Fest, which I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you have to understand. I grew up with Pirates of Darkwater and the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. I'm used to the rug being pulled out from under me in terms of knowing how stories end. Okay. So, I'm scarred. On that note,
yep.
Thanks for watching. And enjoy.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.